Well, it's that time of the month that you've all been waiting for. It's the community redraw. You've all submitted your designs for the crocodiles, tigers, ants and vultures. So, let's bring these illustrations to life. Vulture's Tigerin lost her family at a young age. Her clan, the Tiger Tribe, was attacked by an unknown creature, one that hadn't been seen since the dark times. This creature killed many of the tribe, including her father. Since then, she trained to get revenge for her father and the fallen tribe members. She built up her skills, and it wasn't long before she became the most feared warrior within the tribe. Bellatrix was not only a skilled fighter with razor-sharp claws and teeth, and a roar that could shake her opponents to the core. She was skilled with a number of weapons, a battle axe, daggers, and a more unique weapon known as a chakram, a circular weapon with edges that are sharper than any blade. They seemed to remain undamaged even when bouncing from object to object. This became her main weapon, and she was like a fierce battle god. Her battle instincts were on the level of a genius. It wasn't long before she knew she would have to set out leaving her village and the rest of the tribe. Although several years had passed, she decided to head to the clan renowned for its information gathering skills, amongst other collectible treasures. Despite the long journey to this clan, she was prepared both mentally and physically, heading off into the jungle to find her first clues on this creature's whereabouts. As she headed through the jungle, she came across a heavy underbrush, one that was extremely thick and dense. It took a while for her to start cutting through the undergrowth using her battle axe. With each swing of her axe, she started to leave a trail behind her, clearing a path from her journey. It wasn't long before she came across a large rock-like statue. Bellatrix only discovered the statue when she swung her axe full force, and heard a cling as the axe bounced off the statue and almost sent her flying backwards. Bellatrix was in awe at this, and she started to brush away the foliage covering part of the statue. Her eyes began to widen as she saw what looked like a member of the clan she hadn't seen before. A clan with a strange appearance with one singular eye. She hadn't seen this tribe or heard of it, but the more she uncovered of the statue, the more her expression changed from one of excitement and awe to one of shock. Standing there right before her was a statue that looked like the creature which destroyed her tribe. Vladimir von Lash was one of the elders of the Vulture Tribe, respected by few, feared by many. This was because of his ability. He was a mage by nature, and his magical specialty was necromancy, a rather fitting power for one of the Vulture clan, a clan that scavenges for treasures and information. His skin was pale blue, almost as if he was fading away in his old age. Normally, his face would have been covered by shadows. Few knew what he looked like, but one thing was clear: he had a deranged, malicious smile that went from ear to ear, often coming across as condescending and threatening at the same time. His appearance is that of a frail old man. Physically, he is weak, even more so for his age. However, his true strength lies with his magical abilities. Being a necromancer, he is capable of bringing back the dead. However, this requires a rather unique condition. He has to eat one of the bones from the person or creature he wants to bring back to life. In theory, he can summon multiple copies of the same summon if he consumes multiple bones. There is a catch, however. The summoned creature or person will have the bone missing from them. Vladimir would often eat a finger or two, or a rib, in order to give his summons almost maximum power and skill when fighting for him. These summons would last as long as he had magical energy. Each time the summon was injured or regenerated, it would take mana from Vladimir. The more severe the injury, the more mana drained. Unknown to most, the bodyguards, his closest advisors, who follow him everywhere without leaving his side, were his summons. This has confused many who have tried to overthrow or get rid of Vladimir, since they clearly saw his bodyguards die. Yet, moments later, they are back again without a scratch. It would seem that Vladimir has taken care over the years to keep his magical skills a secret from all but a few. Although he's not the strongest combatant in terms of close combat, having his summoned minions guard and do his bidding has managed to maintain this powerful status as one of the top-ranking elders in the Vulture clan. Since the Vulture clan were experts in information gathering, Vladimir already knew of Bellatrix's journey to the Vulture clan. On the way to the Vulture clan, one must pass through the land of the Ant Tribe, a tribe of elite warriors with an army in the thousands, perhaps hundreds of thousands. It's the strongest military force of all the tribes. One of the leaders of the army was Major General Commander Anthony Bullet. As his name suggests, he was a bullet ant, and It's known amongst the tribe for his crushing bites and powerful slams with his mandible canabu. Despite this immense strength, he's extremely knowledgeable in trees and collecting items as well as hunting in the jungle, commanding hundreds of warriors to conquer territories in the blink of an eye. But Anthony liked to do a couple of solo missions, as he called them. The truth, however, is he just liked to go out and not only practice his skills, but explore parts of the forest to relax and unwind. It was on one such outing that he heard a crashing sound of things getting slashed and foliage falling in the jungle. This piqued his curiosity. Not many knew of this part of the forest. It was normally quiet and peaceful. As he got closer, he saw a tiger figure who was carving a path through the jungle in a straight line, heading towards the Vulture Tribe, rarely stopping unless to eat or sleep. Anthony was impressed by her determination and perseverance. Normally, the ant tribe would sound a silent alarm if someone was spotted, before taking them in for questioning if they didn't have the proper clearance to pass through the land of the ants. Well, passing through while not on a trade route. As the patrols for ants started to get close to Bellatrix, Major General Commander Anthony silently sent them away. He was curious about this tigress, but not because he found her enchanting. Anthony had always enjoyed testing his strength against skilled fighters. With this in mind, he continued to watch his newfound prey in order to assess her skills. He knew that she was strong, but he was still curious about her other abilities. Knowing full well he had time to study his opponent, there was still a long way through the forest, and the thrill of the fight with the prey before him filled his body with excitement. Revisit the story a little bit later on in the future. I feel there's a lot of potential in where we left things off with the storyline. And a special congratulations to the winning submissions: Bellatrix by Tegan Petrie, Vladimir by Sharzin, and Anthony by HalfBean09. Your designs were awesome and I hope you like how they turn out in my style. But now for the moment many of you have been waiting for: details of the next community redraw. And they are: create your own mythical beast. Include one headshot and one body shot. The name, abilities, and a little bit of background information. The deadline is the 21st of June 2024, and submissions can be made via email to redraws@dempseyjillustrations.co.uk or via the Discord. Links will be in the description of the video and they are on screen now. I will be adding a twist to the design, so be sure to make them mythical beasts. They can be from any genre, but they do have to be a beast.